What's up, guys? We're back once again, and we're finally going to be reviewing the Croods New Age 2. This movie, it took me a little while to get a hold of this movie. I've been very busy doing other content, just trying to do a whole bunch of things. But I was very excited to watch this movie. I'm very excited to even review this movie for you guys. But if you haven't seen it, go ahead and click off the video because this will be spoilers of the movie in case you don't want to watch it. But I will first off say this: if you guys are fans of the original movie, I would say you be fans of this. I did enjoy this film. This was really funny. I'm glad that they brought the original voice actors back because I think that the original voice actors that we do get, such as Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, Emma Stone, and among many others, I think we get a very great cast to bring a great film, because we do have where the Croods are now looking for a home. They've been going through a whole bunch of different areas, and then what's really interesting about this is as soon as we see them come across this wall, we also have a brand new area that they get involved in, which is where they are the dad, Nicolas Cage's character. We do see where he is incredibly worried that he's going to lose his daughter to Guy, Ryan Reynolds' character, because of they're wanting to do their own thing. They're wanting to maybe make their own pack, and he doesn't like that. So they go into this new area where they meet, the Betterman family, which are friends of originally, Guy, aka Ryan Reynolds' character's family when they died. So this is pretty much a backstory / current up to Guy's story of how he was able to meet the Croods, what happened to him as a child. He lost his family. His family told him to try to find the better tomorrow. And when we meet this other family, they got this paradise, brand, they just got like all this relevant food. They got, updated stuff that we would see today, a bathroom, a shower, clothes, a system to get ready your trash, to eat, everything. And Guy actually starts getting used to it, so does the rest of the family, but then they slowly realize that this ain't for them, that they are so used to being together, sleeping in a huddle, because they say, oh, well, we're going to sleep like this, and then next thing they can't sleep. So, and then, of course, there's issues within the film that does get resolved where, they can't, all of them have their own issues with one another, and then they later have to come together to face a brand new threat, which, I'm going to spoil you guys now, where there's a rule in there where the Betterman, he basically informs them, hey, you don't do this, because guess what, we're gonna have to do this. And he's like, well, and Grug's like to Phil, like, well, why? And he basically informs them, well, because we can't touch the bananas, which later find out that they are been feeding these bananas to these monkeys that apparently used to live in their area, and then they were giving their bananas to a bigger monster who we later figure out is a bigger monkey. So what was really cool about this is I was really happy that they brought all these other characters into this, as well as these animals, and it was very beautiful, very unique for these characters, as well as this landscape area that they brought into this world. And I found it to be really interesting because there's one creature they come across called spider or wolf spiders, and they looked absolutely amazing. And I love wolves. I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but the way they did it made it work. And then also like with the saber-tooth tiger, which they named him Chunky, which was pretty cool. And I'm glad he became part of the pack, so to speak. And what was also cool is gaining another sloth to the character Dawn, who was the family friend's daughter, who she has a sloth, and she wanted to you sexualize with a sloth, I sexualize with a sloth. So it was one of those where if you guys were fans of their first movie, it feels like the first movie. It's just they upgraded it just a little bit because again, they had to bring in new characters and be able to have them, expand and grow. And they did a good job. I think they did a very good job. They brought Crop Pup in this. They brought, of course, Chunky in this. They got another one called Punch Monkeys, which they have to deal with, which is pretty funny because the only way that they communicate is basically by hitting each other, in the face or in, the nose or the eyes, or whatever. That's how they communicate. So it's pretty funny. And again, with DreamWorks and Pixar, they did an amazing job. And I do like their movies. I don't really consider there's a whole lot of movies by theirs I don't particularly care for. Like How to Train Your Dragon is, I think, one of my favorite cartoon films that I truly enjoy, and I think that the Croods is right up there as well. And this is room for another Croods movie. The way it ends, they decide to stay, at this sanctuary, at this paradise, so to speak, and it does work in their favor that if they continue to stay at this place, they're able not to fight every day to try to find a home. They don't have to, worry about getting eaten. They don't have to worry about make sure they have food, water, a place to sleep, and also make sure that everyone is going to be safe and secure. So it's pretty cool that the way it ended, where all of them were staying together, and there's others that stay together, and then they keep growing their pack, so to speak. So I found it pretty cool, and I can't wait to see exactly how it's going to look for a possible third one. Now, again, this took over 7 years. This took 7 years to make, and I'm a little shocked that it took that long to make, because I was hoping it would be a lot sooner. Now, again, we did get the series, but I think it'd be a little bit better if they just continued the movie franchise. I think that's probably good for one more film to wrap it up. Maybe not for the Crude, but for Grug could say, okay, hey, for Imp as well as Guy to have a child together, and maybe they kind of, grow their own pack, so to speak. So I think that is going to happen, because Grug is, letting them kind of do their own thing in the area that they are living at. They're staying with them, but they're allowing them to go in their own area. So I found that to be pretty cool. So we're just going to have to see what's going to happen and go from there. So let me know what you guys thought about this. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Links down just below. Let me know what you guys did you guys see the movie? Did you guys even watch the movie? Did you guys want to know what it was about first? Hopefully I kind of summed it up for you as much as I could. Let me know what you think regardless of it, what you guys wanted to go see. You guys wanting a third one? Did you guys have issues with this one? Did you guys even like the first one? Do you think the first one's better than this one? Do you think this one's better than the first? I'd like to know your thoughts are about this in the comments. Once again, if you guys always consider subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps beat the algorithm, as well as also click the notification bell so all you guys are notified every time I upload. And as always, I'll see you guys in the very next video, as also in the comment section down below.